Hi, this is Congressman Tom Tiffany. Let's cover a few things that happened in Washington and Wisconsin since we last connected. In March, congressional leadership and President Biden announced the final installment of government funding for fiscal year 2024, a 1.2 trillion minibus. Since the beginning, I have pushed for a return to regular order, where Congress considers each of the 12 annual appropriations bills openly and transparently. Unfortunately, that didn't happen this year. Instead, congressional leadership once again combined many of these bills into a giant 1,000-page bill that included billions in earmarks. The good news is that I and 26 other House Freedom Caucus members stuck to our principles and did not request any earmarks. The bad news is that many members did, including Senator Baldwin, who requested a $400,000 earmark for Briar Patch Youth Services in Wisconsin. This is an organization that provides chest binders, tuck equipment, and mutilation counseling to minors without parental consent. Let me be clear, the federal government should not be using your tax dollars to subsidize trans clothing. Earmarks are a gateway drug for corruption and excessive spending, and while this package ultimately passed, I remain optimistic that we can reinstate the ban on earmarks soon. As you may know, 3 years ago, Nancy Pelosi brought earmarks back. But just this week, I helped introduce a bill in Congress to ban them. Additionally, the House voted on legislation to reauthorize Section 702 of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, also known as FISA. Section 702 of FISA passed Congress in 2008 and grants the government greater powers to conduct surveillance of suspected foreign terrorists. However, it was found that the FBI misused these powers to surveil Americans without a warrant. In 2021, the FBI conducted 3.4 million warrantless searches. That's over 9,000 a day. To help put a stop to this, I supported a bipartisan amendment requiring the FBI to get a warrant if they want to spy on U.S. citizens. Regrettably, this common sense amendment failed. However, I will continue to fight for the American people and our constitutional rights. Securing our elections plays a vital role in upholding our constitutional rights. And this year, Wisconsinites celebrated two significant victories in our recent spring elections. Wisconsin voters approved two statewide referendums, one that ensures only election officials designated by law can administer elections, while the other prohibits private funding, such as Zuckerbucks, from influencing our elections. Zuckerbucks came to light in the 2020 election when Mark Zuckerberg provided $8.8 million in grants to help run elections in Wisconsin without a shred of transparency or accountability and to predominantly Democrat strongholds. This is a great step in the right direction. I will continue to push for federal legislation that bans Zuckerbucks permanently from our elections nationwide. Thank you to the MacIver Institute for all your work in ensuring free and fair elections. Together, we can ensure that Wisconsinites are confident in our elections.